Hello everyone, this is Erik, the Asian movie enthusiast, and this is my review of Goth, Love of Death, a Japanese dark drama from 2008. The following plot synopsis was taken from ScreenAnarchy. When a serial killer hits a quiet neighborhood in Tokyo, the media smells a good story. The killer is turning his victims into artworks and is putting them on display throughout the neighborhood. Two classmates are fascinated by this particular methodology, and their eerie fascination for all that is dead urges them to find out more about the killings. Along the way, they discover a little bit more about themselves, all leading to a rather twisted finale. Now, Goth is a bit of a genre bender, with elements of coming-of-age drama, murder investigation, and a sprinkling of horror. The film actually opens with a chilling scene, shot in the daytime and involving a bunch of people on a large outdoor set of stairs. It's a really good opening scene, actually, and it immediately sets things up and creates a dark mood. After that, we're introduced to our protagonists, who are teenagers. And the girl is low-key stalking the boy near the beginning, kind of following him around and finding interests in the books he reads at the library, which includes macabre art and photographs. She eventually approaches him, and they decide to do their investigation on these serial killings that are occurring in their neighborhood. Now, as you might expect, based on the title of the film, our protagonists are not your normal everyday teenagers, right? Essentially, the girl kind of has a desire to die, and the boy kind of has a desire to kill. And in addition, they have a certain admiration for the artistry of the serial killer who's out there. They have no obligation to prevent further tragedies, which makes them oddly amoral and unconcerned with a sense of right or wrong. And these are our protagonists here. So these specific elements make Goth feel different from your typical movie. There are no big thriller or horror sequences or set pieces, but I found the story to be consistently absorbing, and the final act is very unusual for a film of this kind. I'm not sure I've seen anything quite like it. And over the years, I've grown to really appreciate movies that feel a little bit different. And without spoiling anything, I think this movie is actually pretty cool. I really like the visuals as well. And again, the presentation in this is very unorthodox. It's very brightly lit. Lots of sunlight, which helps to distinguish it from most films with this kind of premise. I mean, think about the other serial killer movies that you've seen before. How many of them were infused with abundant quantities of sunlight? It's kind of a rarity, right? And this vibrant sunlight creates a lot of opportunities for some eye-popping visuals. Like one example from early on is a shot of a stream of water where the first killing took place. And there are certain shots in the film that they just look really good. And the color white is showcased quite a bit as well. Also, a few of the interior locations have a modern Gothic vibe to them, which is pretty neat. Even the music in this is unique and effective, and it hits you right from the opening scene. It's very rhythmic and sounds like something from a Dario Argento movie, or maybe Evil Dead Trap or something like that. Now, the pacing in this is pretty deliberate, which is one of the biggest criticisms that I've seen of this film online. Personally, I did not find the pacing to be a problem at all in this. So if I were trying to convince you to watch this movie, which is kind of what I'm trying to do here, I would tell you to watch it if, number one, you think the premise is interesting, and number two, you want something that's a little bit different. I definitely recommend this film, Goth, Love of Death. It's currently available on YouTube with subtitles. The visual quality is not that great, unfortunately, but it is watchable. The old DVD is difficult to find nowadays, but hopefully someday, maybe we'll get a Blu-ray. So, if you've seen this one, let me know what you think. And as always, folks, I'll see you next time.